Massive unrest that has gripped Lahore. Widespread protests have erupted across the city with thousands taking to the streets. Reports indicating that there are multiple demonstrators who have also been shot dead as the clashes intensify between the protesters and the police forces. My colleague Sahil Sohail is on the broadcast with the details. And Sahil, the clashes seem to be getting violent and it has also led to many protesters being shot dead. It's a brutal crackdown. What are the details of the violent stir?
Well, this all started early morning today when the Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan protesters were in fact marching towards the Islamabad, and they had gathered basically in Munir in Punjab, where they had in fact set up a stage and they were supposed to hold a pro-Palestine rally. But then the Pakistani police and in fact rangers came in and started a massive crackdown against these protesters. There was direct firing that was in fact used, and because of which several protesters are reportedly have died, and hundreds of them are injured. And after this, now these protesters have spread across Punjab, across Lahore. And what we are getting now, in fact, the visuals we are getting from the Lahore is that the supporters of Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan are continuously, in fact, agitating with the Pakistani Rangers, Pakistani police and Pakistani army, who are trying to stop these Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan protesters and supporters from moving to Islamabad, which is the original protest, which is the original plan of this group. They are, in fact, planning to move to Islamabad for holding a protest outside the US embassy. But Pakistani police and Rangers have in fact gone for a crackdown. There was excessive force that was used against the protesters in Munir early today in the morning. Several protesters are reported, in fact, have died because of that police firing and firing by the Pakistani troops. And then there was a lot of basically tear smoke shelling that was done on these protesters in Munir and other areas of Punjab. Now this has escalated to a full unrest. And the visuals and videos we get from Pakistan, particularly from Lahore, is that the supporters of Pakistan, Tehreek-e-Labbaik, has basically came over roads in Lahore, in Punjab, and they are protesting. They are in fact clashing with the police personnel, with rangers. And we had already seen a few days back Pakistani government taking measures, and one of them was certainly to restrict the mobile internet services in Kolak, Rawalpindi and other areas. But yes, these protests are escalating, and it's going to, in fact, have multiple dimensions. At this point in time, when we are, in fact, reporting or speaking at the moment, is that clashes are continuously taking place in Lahore, and police and rangers, Pakistani troops, together using tear smoke shells to control the mob, to control these protesters. But the unrest continues, and the visuals what we had seen earlier today in the morning were from Munir, where in fact a number of people are reported to have died because of the direct firing that Pakistani Rangers and army resorted to, and there was a lot of tear smoke shelling and other excessive force that was used against the protesters, against the supporters of Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan. So this group is now, in fact, on roads. They have completely taken over the streets and roads in Lahore, Punjab, which is in fact ruled by the Shahbaz Sharif's party, rather by the daughter of former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mian Nawaz Sharif. So it's out of control. Protesters are happening. They're clashing with the Pakistani forces. In fact, excessive force is being used to bring the situation under control. But the Pakistani police, the Pakistani troops, and in fact, rangers have so far failed to control these protests. And as of now, what we are getting is that protesters continue, and all of these supporters and protesters of a group called Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan, TLP, they are in fact on ground. There were multiple reports about casualties, and that's what has led to this massive unrest in Pakistan.
Okay, so massive clashes, and it has also taken a violent turn. Let's see how this plays out. Sahil, thank you for joining us with those details.